Hey guys, Philosopher here, and today I'm going to unveil the Secret Avengers full team and stats. So that means Maria Hill is confirmed as the third member of the Secret Avengers, and I'm going to show you her full kit. Then I'm going to walk through not only her stats and where they stack up with other characters of the game, but I'm going to do the same thing for Sharon Carter and for Captain Sam, and then I'm going to give you some analysis and thoughts about the whole team. So first, let's take a look at some footage. This is the team in the Doom Raid. I have to say, I actually selected this one. They give us some different footage because this is the team on Node 2, which is the hardest node in the skill section. And it's a node where I usually use both Taskmaster and Zemo because of the control that they provide. You could use Taskmaster to blind Strange, for example. You could use him to put ability. You could use a Zemo to put ability block on Taskmaster. It's definitely nice to have that control, and you could see here without it. This team actually has some issues at first. They have some, they have very high resistance. That's apparent. But you'll see here early on, even though they have Kestrel and Fury as the fourth and fifth members, they do have some issues getting through this node. So here's what I'm going to have to say. So Secret Avengers are a skill rating team, and I think the best analogy for them is Axemen. In other words, Axemen are kind of Scopely's solution to the mutant rating nodes. They're very, very good at that. They're great at mutant rating. This is the skill rating team, and they're very good at skill rating, despite what you're going to see here on this video. I will just say, though, unlike the Axemen situation, this team doesn't really fill a specific need. In other words, already, if you put a good team together, you can one-shot all of the skill nodes in not only regular Doom Raid, but also difficulty 1 pretty easily if you have a good size Kestrel and, you have a good team around her. So, this is really not a team that is filling a need where there's, players who are at the true end game are struggling to complete content. That's why I think this is really kind of a missed opportunity for Scopely. If they had introduced a new bio rating team or mystic rating team, I think it would have gotten a lot more interest. So, is this team very good? Sure, it's a very good team, just like the Axemen are, but it's not overpowering. So this is not going to be the new arena meta. You're not going to be using Secret Avengers in every game mode, but they're really, really good, just like Axemen are really good. In other words, Axemen aren't the best in anything other than mutant raids. They're just good in other game modes. This is a team that is good in other game modes, but not overwhelmingly powerful. But nonetheless, they have the power creep stats that some of the other characters have had recently, and they have some really amazing features in their kits. You've seen a couple of the kits already. I'm not going to walk through Captain Sam. I'm not going to walk through Sharon Carter. You've seen those already released by the devs and blog posts. So let's get right to Maria Hill's kit here. You'll see, obviously, this team, even with the other two getting destroyed, Kestrel and Fury, the three of them are going to do fine in this node. A little less inspiring than we'd like. But let's get right to the Maria Hill kit and take a look at that. So Maria Hill is a global skill support character. She has the shield tag, unlike other members of the Secret Avengers. That's nice because you can, I think, use her in war, and I suspect people are going to be using her in war with some other shield members. I do think that Kestrel and Fury make a lot of sense with these three. You could see them in other game modes like War, but you could also potentially see Maria Hill if people have really built up a strong shield team just with some other shield, because she is a shield member. Her basic, and I'm going to just start there, close range support. She attacks the primary target for damage. And then she applies deflect to the most injured non-summon ally. If that ally is a secret Avenger, they also gain regen. Very actually important ability, because if you notice, Captain Sam, when you looked at his kit, he provides deflect to himself. Sharon Carter, though, while she gets tremendous benefit from having deflect, really she spawns with deflect, but then she loses it after that. So Maria Hill is going to be the way that the team is getting deflect. And this is a team that really lives off of deflect and getting blocks. And we'll see more about that once we get further along in her kit. So that's definitely a key aspect to this team and how they work. Her special, Overwhelming Firepower, available turn 1, and it's very low cooldown. Every third turn you can use this. Attack the primary target for damage again. Summon 3 shield troopers. Okay, maybe you didn't see that coming. I actually think this is a very cool ability. Then she applies offense up, defense up, and death proof to the summoned troopers. So, like the Fury summons who've been buffed when he has Kestrel on the team, her summons are buffed. I do think that this is going to help them quite a bit. We don't know quite how strong the summons are, however. I don't have any footage showing exactly that, but you got to think they're pretty decent. You can't see in the footage I showed earlier some damage being done by those shield troopers. And then she still, despite the summon, she also, unlike Fury is basically just summoning, she also attacks the primary target for 400% damage and gains an assist from all shield trooper allies. Notice it doesn't say all summoned shield trooper allies, so she actually, if you were one of those people who made the mistake of gearing up Shield Trooper for DD3 or DD4 because he was cheap, well, you could throw him on the team. I don't think he would be a good choice, but you could throw him on there just to get the additional damage on this attack. And then the special, by the way, was so long. There's so much text. I needed 2 slides to display it. This is the same attack as the last slide. So in addition to summoning and doing that attack where the shield troopers assist, then she applies defense down to the primary target. And then if Sharon Carter is an ally, she gains 500% extra focus for this attack. Oh, yeah, and this attack is unavoidable and cannot be blocked. Very powerful ability, really, really awesome. And I will just say you could see the synergy with Kestrel once again. They really want to incentivize you to use this team with Kestrel. Very, very good ability. All right, Ultimate Shield Care Package. This is a 5-turn cooldown, available turn 2. Clear all negative effects from self and all Avenger and skill allies. Really, really great. This I think is going to be a staple of the team right now. To get that buff clear, you need to be running Night Nurse or Black Widow. So this is going to make it so you can run, Secret Avengers plus Kestrel plus some other character that doesn't have a cleanse. Whether it's Zemo or Taskmaster or a Red Guardian or whomever, you won't need to rely on Night Nurse or Black Widow. Apply +3 a deflect up to a maximum of 5 and immunity to self and all Secret Avenger allies. Once again, like I said, Maria Hill is giving out the deflect, which provides all sorts of buffs to the team because they really get a lot of that, the synergy that they have. They synergize a lot with deflect and blocking. And see, here you go. Heal self and all skill allies by 35% of this character's max health, plus heal all non-skill allies by 20% of this character's max health. Very powerful ability there. So she's the healer for the team. And then she also attacks all enemies for 350% damage because we've reached the point in this game's power creep where you can't just heal, you got to do damage at the same time. And then look at this. Passive Fury's right hand. On self and any ally block, 50% chance to heal the most injured ally by 25% of this character's max health. In raids, this always occurs. This is a big reason why deflect is so important for this whole team. They're going to have a tremendous amount of sustain, particularly in raids. Whenever they get a block, they can get blocks from deflect. So there you go. This is just another piece of the puzzle as to why deflect is so important for this team. She also gains 40% resistance for self and all Secret Avenger allies. Oh, yeah. In raids, it's increased to 80%. That's what you saw all those resists on that video a moment ago. They were blinded, but they resisted the bleeds and so forth from Taskmaster. This team is going to have sky-high resistance. It'll be one of the features of the team. Very strong aspect to the team right there. All right. Now let's look at her stats. Her health is 16th between Kestrel and Squirrel Girl. Super high health, which is going to help those heals. Very power crept stats, no doubt. Damage is just okay, tied with Colossus and Black Panther, but her damage in raids is going to be 45% from I believe that's the Sharon Carter passive, gives the team 45%. So she's going to be 4th overall above Surfer and Black Bolt in raids when she's part of that full team. So that gives you a sense of, just like Axemen, that's so much stronger in raids. It's going to be a team that's going to be very, very good in raids. Armor is 17th, tied with Shield Assault, Name Infector. Her focus is only 111th between Hydra Grenadier and Okoye. Of course, you know that with this character, it's really only that defense down that you're worried about there in terms of landing a debuff, and she does get some extra focus if she's on the full team. I think if Sharon Carter's an ally. Her resistance is 5th between Blob and Juggernaut. Super power creep there. Like I said, the resistance is so high on this entire team. Speed is 54th, tied with Moondragon and Bishop. And then let's go right to Sharon Carter. I'm going to give you her stats, like Maria Hill's. Very, very good. By the way, just to go back here for a second, you may think to yourself, these stats are good, but they're not insane. I know we've been really spoiled by Kestrel, Silver Surfer, and Infinity Watch, but just to make it clear, there is 170-something characters in this game. Every one of her stats is in the top half other than focus, and some of them, right? I mean, she's in the top 16th, 4th, or 17th, 5th. Very, very, very high stats. Okay, Sharon Carter. Let's look at her stats. Her health is 29th between Colossus and Phyla-Vell. Very high there. This is for, of course, a controller type character, not even a support or a protector. Damage 27th, tied with Adam Warlock and Gamora. Very, very good. Damage in raids 45%, which is 2nd just below Phyla-Vell. Very impressive there. So she's going to be this massive damager in raids. Armor 37th, tied with Moondragon and Drax. Focus is 12th, tied with Adam Warlock and Dark Phoenix, so super focus. Resistance is 75th, tied with Psylocke and Gamora, but don't worry. With Maria Hill running alongside her, her resistance is going to be 13th, super high above Polaris. And then in raids with Maria Hill, it's going to be 6th above Dr. Doom. So very high resistance team, very high stats across the board. Sharon Carter, way more power crept than even Maria Hill was. Very, very power crept character in terms of stats. And her speed is also pretty good. 54th, tied with Moondragon and Bishop. All right, let's go to Captain Sam, go through his stats. You can actually see these now on MSF.gg. He was in the game files already. Health is 3rd between Adam Warlock and Cull, so insane health. Damage 27th, tied with Adam Warlock and Gamora. Damage in raids 45%. Extra is 2nd, just below Phyla-Vell. So here's the thing. I mean, when the team is operating as a unit, as a 3-piece in raids, then you are looking at a very significant boost to damage. And of course, when they're operating together, they're also going to have insane resistance. Armor 6th, tied with Groot and Colossus. Very, very high armor there. Focus is not good. It's right between Red Guardian and Groot, but with Captain Sam, you don't really need to. He's just going to be, protecting his team, giving him turn meter and so forth. And by the way, resistance is 8th, tied with Adam Warlock and Phyla-Vell. Insane resistance. And then with Maria Hill, it's even higher, 5th, above Dr. Doom. In raids with Maria Hill, 2nd, just behind Jessica Jones. Just super, super, super high resistance. And his speed is the fastest of this 3-piece, 21st, tied with Adam Warlock. Very fast speed. And I will just note, he's going to be giving speed bar to the rest of the team. So, this will be a faster team than it might appear at first glance. Now, what I want to do now is let's take a look at the game, and I want to show you, when we go to it, how this fits in with the rest of the skill roster right now in the Doom Raid, because I think that it's actually important to look at this in context. All right, so here's the issue that I see with this team. Okay, right now you're going to want to use Kestrel in the Doom Raid. If you're not, you're just making a big mistake. So Kestrel you're going to use for sure. So then you're going to use Kestrel and these the three new characters, let's say. Okay, well, who's your fifth? Well, the issue is, a lot of people are going to want to use Gamora and Moondragon because they've just been, putting a lot of resources into them because they are using them in Arena and everywhere else. Well, the thing is, you really want to use Gamora and Moondragon, right? But you can't use Kestrel and Gamora and Moondragon and the entire three-piece of the Secret Avengers. And I think that's really where this team is going to be a head-scratcher. I think a lot of people are going to like this team. They're going to want to build it. I'm excited, by the way, about Captain Sam just because I love the character Captain America so much, and I love that show, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. But I have to say, it's not clear for somebody like me who's really Endgame's got everything. I don't need this team at all. I do think it will help new players. I think it's going to help, first of all, new players that get these characters. So I do think that if you're just starting the game this month, getting the three new Secret Avengers and running them with Gamora and Nebula, for example, who you can farm for free, Blitz in the Blitz store, and then Nebula's in Nexus, the Nexus campaign, I think that's a very viable way to go. And if you haven't put ISO on characters yet, for Doom Raids, I could see bringing the Secret Avengers, but I just think aside from Kestrel, it's not clear to me who the fifth should be. I mean, certainly someone like Zemo or Taskmaster will help on Node 2. Not so, they're not necessary on Node 1, and on the boss node, they may not be the best choice. But, it's weird that we're going to have three really strong characters, and now we have to leave one of them on the bench. Now, I will say Moondragon, in my mind, is going to be a lot better with Captain Sam because she's going to be getting that ability energy as well as the turn meter. I think that's going to help this character a lot because she's got very long cooldowns. But then, is that team then essentially too much healing sustain, not enough damage? Because what you'd want to do, particularly in the boss node where timing out is an issue, you really want to run Gamora. So definitely think that there's a head-scratcher element to this team. It's not clear to me exactly what need they fill, but is it going to be a strong team? Sure. Continues the power creep train. Definitely going to be a team that, if you have the resources to spare for it, or if you haven't, made a skill rating team yet, it's a very good team to have. All right, guys, if you like this video, smash that like button, subscribe to this channel, check out our Discord. It's linked below. Give me your comments there, or just give me your comments in the YouTube. And also check out our Twitch stream. That's also linked below. I stream most weeknights.